fresh elections. That's the indication coming in as of this morning. The president of the Delhi BJP state unit, Satish Upadhyay and Dr. Vardhan, submitted a letter to the Lieutenant Governor conveying the decision taken at last night's parliamentary board meeting. The letter categorically states that the BJP has no intention to form the government in Delhi.
तो सर उसमें आप इलेक्शन में जाना चाह रहे हैं या सर?
हम तो लगातार मांग कर रहे हैं कि दिल्ली के अंदर चुनी हुई सरकार होनी चाहिए और चुनाव होना चाहिए, लेकिन बीजेपी ही चुनाव से लगातार भाग रही है और अब मीडिया के स्पेकुलेशन के आधार पर कुछ भी कहना ठीक नहीं होगा, लेकिन हम ये चाहते हैं कि दिल्ली के अंदर फौरन चुनाव होने चाहिए ताकि लोगों को चुनी हुई सरकार मिले। बहुत लंबा वक्त गुजर चुका है।
While tracking political developments in Delhi, I have with me Brijesh Pandey, Ashar Ahmed Khan and Ankit Tyagi joining me live. Brijesh, I'd like to come to you first. That informal meeting that the BJP had with the Lieutenant Governor this morning has created quite a storm, but the BJP at this point in time inclined towards fresh polls in the national capital.
Well, yes, the meeting it was conveyed to the Lieutenant Governor that the BJP is ready for fresh polls. This is what we have been told by our sources, and the fact is also there that, you know, for a long time now, I think more than 10-15 days, all the senior leadership of BJP, be it Venkaiah Naidu, be it Amit Shah or be it Rajnath Singh, they have very articulately conveyed their position, and also 2-3 member of parliaments from Delhi, right, that, you know, that there is no point for the BJP, which is on a kind of a Modi juggernaut role, and example of which was seen in Haryana and Maharashtra. Right. They're saying for a party which is on a roll to go ahead and form an election, form a government by engineering some sort of defection, because the mathematics of Delhi Assembly is such that without engineering defection from either Aam Aadmi Party or Congress, there's no way BJP can form government. So they're saying there's no point, you know, taking this blame or stigma of a party which went to form the government through engineering defection and all, and they're saying that this is high time for the BJP to go ahead and capitalize the wave, Modi wave in Delhi as well, and they're feeling very confident that if they fought election, given the way Arvind Kejriwal has deserted
Brijesh,
Delhi.
I'd like to interrupt you there. You know, the latest that's coming in is that the Aam Aadmi Party has said that they will not meet the Lieutenant Governor unless the BJP makes its stand public. If the BJP, so emboldened by the victory in Haryana and Maharashtra, has conveyed to the Lieutenant Governor that they are ready for fresh polls, why don't they come out and make their stance public?
Well, Shikha, the point is that, you know, in politics, you can't rush through things. And, you know, I mean, this is a stance which has been taken by the top leadership. I mean, they have already officially and unofficially conveyed it to the LG. And right, I think they are waiting for the official meeting with the LG. And once that happens, post that, they will, I think, announce what exactly stand they have taken. What we are getting to know is that the Delhi BJP and the top BJP leadership is more than ready to go to polls in Delhi.
All right. As we speak, the BJP state unit in Delhi is in fact in a huddle. I'd like to bring in Ashar Ahmed Khan here. Ashar, we spoke with some Congress leaders here on Headlines Today this morning, and they allege that this entire deal of the Lieutenant Governor inviting political stakeholders is a mere act of posturing because a back deal has been struck between the Lieutenant Governor and the BJP. Is this going to be the Congress's stance going forward now?
Well, the Congress party has been saying that it has made its stand absolutely clear since March this year that fresh elections should be held. And now their only allegation is that the LG is dealing all this just to help certain parties, right, rather than concentrating on the process of government formation in Delhi, which could only happen according to the Congress if fresh polls are held.
All right. The stance of the Congress clearly has been that these are mere delaying tactics that the Lieutenant Governor has in fact resorted to. Ankit Tyagi is also live with us. Ankit, you just broke to us the details of the letter that the Aam Aadmi Party has now written to the Lieutenant Governor. What is going to happen in the next 2 to 3 hours? Are they going to meet the Lieutenant Governor irrespective of whether the BJP makes its stand clear, or is that meeting not likely to take place today?
Well, as of now, the party sources are informing us that they are waiting for the Lieutenant Governor's response as far as their request is concerned, and only then they would be able to decide on whether they are going to go and meet the Lieutenant Governor at 2 p.m. or not. The party is very clearly stating that the BJP is trying to utilize this also in some sort of a campaign way. They would, if Arvind Kejriwal, without knowing the stand of the BJP and without making it public, if he goes in and gives a letter saying that they want dissolution of the assembly, then the BJP might come in the evening and utilize it as again saying that Arvind Kejriwal is a deserter. He never had it in him to make the government in Delhi. That is the opportunity that they are very off, and they do not want to give that upper hand to the BJP. Also very clearly saying that the letter very clearly saying that they are ready to meet the Lieutenant Governor anytime he wants. But also he has reiterated that the process should be followed by the single largest party being called in first and their stand being conveyed to the other principal players so that they can then in conclusion make what their position would be.
All right, the Aam Aadmi Party is adamant as of now. They say that the meeting with the Lieutenant Governor is conditional to the BJP making its stance clear. Ashar, you know, what is going to be the Congress's strategy going forward? Are they at all worried about what the stance of the BJP going to be? Is their meeting, perhaps set on any of these terms or conditions, or are they sticking to their stance that this has been a delaying tactic? We want fresh elections at the earliest.
Well, the Congress once again has reiterated its stand that since March they've been saying that they want fresh elections, and that is exactly what their stand is. There's no change.
All right, no change in the stance of the Congress party. Brijesh, it does appear that the ball is with the BJP's court at this point in time. It all depends on how the BJP is going to take this day forward. They've had an informal meeting with the Lieutenant Governor that's created quite a stir, and now likely to formally meet the Lieutenant Governor anytime now. How are they responding to these terms and conditions that the Aam Aadmi Party has set forth?
Well, they don't have to respond to any terms and conditions set by Aam Aadmi Party because they're dealing with Lieutenant Governor. And, you know, ever since there were setbacks in the by-elections in Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, you know, the party was slightly wary in calling elections of Delhi. And they were going for this wait-and-watch policy because under the constitution that the Home Minister or the LG can, you know, put Delhi under President rule for 1 full year. And so they had time by their side. They showed a great political acumen by waiting for the elections in Haryana and Maharashtra, where they would get first-hand measurement of the Modi's appeal of success. And once they got victorious, they got stupendous victory in both Haryana and Maharashtra. After that, they had no doubt in their mind that, you know, that the party as a whole can actually go ahead and press forward for a fresh election rather than forming a government through engineering defections and other means. So they're clearly on a very sure wicket. They will decide their strategy at their own pace and definitely not under pressure from Aam Aadmi Party or Congress. The stance of Aam Aadmi Party is also understandable because, you know, anybody who would be the second in the line of the meeting would definitely want to know what the largest party thinks of or has conveyed to LG. Rishika?
Absolutely. Also, what is interesting at this point in time is that the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress appear to be trying to set the agenda, with both parties alleging that the BJP is in fact trying to communalize the Delhi election. That's an angle that we're also going to be exploring. Ankit Tyagi, Brijesh Pandey, Ashar Ahmad Khan, thank you so much for joining me with those updates and perspectives. We're going to continue to track developments on this big story. A lot of political reactions coming in to the developments in the national capital. Let's listen in.
की रणनीति रहती है, ये जब भी चुनाव कहीं होते हैं, उन्होंने उत्तर प्रदेश में कराए, बीजेपी के नेताओं ने खुलेआम नाम रहे उनके। दिल्ली में भी अब जैसे चुनाव की आहट बढ़ रही है वैसे वैसे दंगे हो रहे हैं। दिल्ली तो ऐतिहासिक है, अब तो पिछले 20-25 साल से इस तरह की कहीं कोई घटना नहीं हुई। देश के कहीं किसी कोने में भी अगर आती है तो दिल्ली के लोग बहुत समझदारी से परिचय देते हैं। लेकिन जब से बीजेपी सत्ता में आई है तब से दिल्ली में भी आग भड़कने लगी है। त्रिलोकपुरी में हुआ, बवाना में हुआ, मुंडका में हो रहा है, नंदगिरी में हुआ। मेरी अपनी विधानसभा में यहाँ जागरण और इन सब को लेके कई तरह की चीज़ें आती हैं। तो ये संवेदनशील इश्यूज हैं, इन पे बहुत समझदारी से काम लेने की ज़रूरत है। अपनी राजनीति रोटी सेकने के लिए लोगों को हिंदू मुसलमान में बांट के रखना ठीक नहीं है।